This would not be one of my videos if I didn't start with talking about self-compassion. So let's just take a moment and reflect on basically the last year and a half and everything that we have all gone through. And I know it's going to be different for everyone depending on your situation, but if you can actually sit for a moment and be really compassionate and practice that element of self-love and say, hey, you know what? I've been through a lot. It's okay where I'm at right now and how I've responded and whatever ways I have coped, whatever coping mechanisms I've taken on, that's what I needed to do in order to get through it. And that's okay because I'm human, you are human. Now I want to give you some healthier coping mechanisms, but in order to move forward, you actually have to just forgive yourself and let the past go and say, I did the best that I could and I'm a human being. So let's just start with a big old dose of self-compassion, shall we? All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is, it definitely ties on from self-compassion. It's about embracing imperfection. The idea that, there are people out there that are making videos about how to get up at 5 a.m., how to slay life, how to thrive, how to biohack and have the healthiest diet. And that's cool if that's what you're after at that point in time. But if you are going from being in an absolute rut of, lacking motivation, feeling really terrible about yourself or your life, or mentally just not feeling great, feeling highly anxious or feeling really sad and low or even depressed, then that's really not appropriate here, because what it does is it essentially says to you, you need to get rid of all these unhealthy habits and unhealthy ways of being and feeling and thinking, and you need to be perfect. You now need to have the perfect morning routine. You have to have the perfect diet. You have to look perfect. You have to get the perfect body, and it's not like in time, it's now. So I wanted to get you to think about embracing imperfection so you can sit with whatever is going on in your life and embrace wherever you are in your life right now, and know that it's not about going from 0 to 100. It's about taking practical baby steps. Okay, so here are a couple of baby steps that you can take to get your life back on track. First thing, and this is something that's been recommended by a psychologist, is to make sure that you have a schedule. I can absolutely tell you this. When I experienced a 111-day lockdown in my state, having a schedule was a mental health lifesaver. Like, I needed that. And think about kids these days, not even these days, think about kids in general. If they don't have a schedule, if they don't have structure, they run amok because there's no certainty. So think about how you can structure your days, whether it's this is the time I'm going to be waking up, or this is the time I'm checking my emails, or this is the time that I'm going to go for a walk. And I'll touch on vitamin N, nature, in a minute, mind you. But even scheduling in 3 meals a day, I feel like looking after ourselves physically and what we eat, that's like one of the first things to go out the window when we're having a tough time. It's like we neglect the nutritional aspect of our bodies, the things that the body really needs to function at its absolute best and focus. And mind you, what you eat does affect your mood. So just think about little things that you can do, little ways to structure your days and add a greater level of certainty, control, familiarity, and also accomplishment.